Hi everyone and welcome to Service for the Community. I'm your host Matt Blow, and today we have Kelly and Dawn from Optimist and Jeff from Rotary Club. So we're going to just jump right in with the Optimist members here. Kelly, tell us a little bit about the essay contest that you guys have coming up.
Well, it's already done.
It's already done?
Yeah. But I was the chairperson for the Clarkston Optimist Club essay contest, and this year's theme was Can Society Function Without Respect? And we got 15 brilliant entries this year. Wow. And we've already picked our winners, and so they received, it was 500, no, it was
$50, $100, and $250.
Yeah. And so that was really nice. So
awesome. What grades are the winners in? Is it middle school, high school?
Middle school, junior high, and high school.
Okay.
And anyone in the Clarkston area, even homeschool kids, can enter if they live in the Clarkston area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
now, Dawn, let's talk a little bit about the Oratorical Contest.
Well, the Oratorical Contest is set up very similar to the essay contest, but it comes after the essay contest.
Okay.
And it'll be held in mid-April.
So coming up.
Yep. Now, the contest is already closed in that nobody else can enter at this point, sure. But it will be held mid-April, and our contestants will go on to the next level, or the top vote getter will go on to the next level competition in April, or late April. And this year's subject is Where Are My Roots of Optimism?
Okay.
So far we've got 5 contestants that will be doing their speeches.
Okay.
And we're going to be excited about that. They will have the same prizes that they had with the essay contest. We have different subjects every year, and the contest this year has 2 different subjects, but last year we had the same subject for both the essay and the speeches, the oratorical contest, but this year it's different.
Okay. And
the top vote getter again will go on to the next level competition. So.
You said you had five competitors?
5. There will be 5.
There will be 5. Mm-hmm. And the same age, all kind of ages?
Yep. Middle school to the high school. And every year it's open to the same group of kids as long as the students, as long as they live within the Clarkston Community Schools area, sure. They can apply for it.
I'll stick in 2 bits. Sure. For this. I've had the pleasure of being a judge on that thing, and that is fun. That is really enjoyable to be a judge. So.
Well, this is my first time being the chair for the oratorical contest, and her first time for being the chair of the essay contest also. So it'll be an experience for me too.
I was going to say, any challenges that picking up the reins you realize, oh, whoa, that's a little different or more complicated? Any fun stories about that?
Don't have any fun stories yet.
Ask her at the end.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, now, Jeff, we're going to go head to you and talk about Rotary, and again, a cause that you guys talk about often, the polio.
Yes. We got some really encouraging news. We've been fighting this battle along with a number of governments and other organizations since the late 80s. As of today, we've had 5 cases of polio in Afghanistan, and that's been it worldwide.
Wow.
The big thing on that one is Pakistan. That you can imagine along where the fighting is going, that's been a real problem.
Sure.
The fact that we used a doctor to get Osama bin Laden was good for getting him, but it's really created some problems in the integrity of the health workers going out. But a group of Rotarians in Pakistan got together with the Taliban and said, let's do a timeout. You can vet these people and make sure that they are people that you like. And so we got the aid workers in, and they administered
Wow.
the polio drops. And so far, since November of last year, we haven't seen a case of polio in Pakistan. So, and we're approaching 3 years with no cases in Nigeria, which had been the third country with endemic polio.
Wow.
So we're getting really, really close. Even when we get the last case taken care of, it's minimum of 3 years before they actually say, okay,
I was going
we're
to say
done.
that, so it's a 3-year waiting period for
3-year
the
waiting
eradicated.
period. Yep, and that means all the polio campaigns have to go on. You still have to immunize your kids. And that's true in the United States. Nobody's going to get polio in the United States because of immunization, because it's a dead virus. You just can't get it. So we need to keep on immunizing our kids here in the United States. If we can actually eliminate it, the estimates, it's billions of dollars we could save a year if we could do it. So we're excited about that, and it's good news for the world as a whole.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So Optimist Club, you guys wanted to talk about an event, I believe it's called Kids Speak Out. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the kids in North Sashabaw Elementary's 5th grade classes all participate in doing speeches where they are trying to convince others of their opinion on something.
Okay.
And so the Optimist Club sent volunteers to help out the kids with their speeches. And they've done very, very well. And we've helped them with both with content as well as presentation skills. And the kids are going to be presenting their speeches on April 18th at 6 p.m. at Sashabaw Middle School. So it should be exciting.
Now, when they're constructing these speeches, are they trying to like pull sources that they're trying to cite during the speech, or is it
Some of them, yes. Others are more, I don't know.
more emotionally based?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yep. And but the main part of this is that we want to get kids public speaking.
Sure, sure.
And so that was the main goal, was to make sure that, we have kids that can speak publicly and be perfectly fine with that. And so, today I just worked with a kid who's extremely shy, but she really put forth a lot of effort, and she's like, I want to do this right.
Sure.
And so I was helping her with projecting her voice and, sit up tall, and they want to hear what you want to say.
Sure, sure.
So that's the main thing.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah.
So, all right, Jeff, we're going to head back to you. And actually, before we talk about Ryla, I believe we have a video clip concerning our last topic, polio, and we're going to roll that clip right now.
I should do it. Checkmate.
从职业摔跤手转型成一个好莱坞电影明星，对这种转变你是怎么看的？
我不想改变我的工作，因为我最喜欢 WWE。
Hey, Cena, they need you back on set.
哇，John Cena 真是无所不能，
谢谢。
谢谢您。
Hey, John Cena.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Wanger. I'm the director of polio at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
You know one thing I don't know a lot about: polio eradication.
Yeah, polio is a bad disease that has been paralyzing and killing kids for thousands of years. Fortunately, we have some vaccines now that we've been able to use to drive this virus to the edge of extinction.
So there's no cure, but the vaccines prevent the disease.
That's right. Once you get paralyzed with polio, there's nothing that a doctor can do to fix that paralysis. However, we can prevent kids from ever getting infected in the first place by making sure that every child gets the polio vaccine.
With the help of the vaccine, we could possibly eradicate polio from the entire world.
That's right. We've driven polio now to the smallest populations ever, just a handful of cases in 3 countries in the world. Once we finish there, we win. But if we don't take advantage of that opportunity now, the virus could crawl out and reinfect other places again.
Doc. Okay. Learn more at endpolio.org.
Awesome, fun clip. Get to see John Cena a little bit there. Did you get to work with him at all?
No. But he's pretty dynamic, that's for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, now let's talk about, I believe it's called Rylan. I don't remember what the acronym stands for.
Rotary Youth Leadership Awards.
Okay.
And it's a weekend camp designed for leadership development. So any Clarkson Rotary will sponsor any student out of Clarkson High School. It's opened up to anybody in Southeast Michigan.
Okay.
But we'll help pay for the tuition to go to that camp. It's out at the YMCA camp in Fenton. Camp Copacabana, I think is.
Okay.
I think I missed.
Cope Mechanic.
Mechanic. It's a great camp. There's a zip line out there that goes through a valley that's got to be at least a quarter-mile long. There's ropes courses. There's a wall out there that's 54 feet high. So.
Is this the same? When I was in middle school, I think they used to do like a 6th grade camp. Is it the
Yep.
same campsite?
No, it's not the same. Well, I had camp at Camp Oesa.
I can't remember the name of it. I just remember they had a climbing wall and a zip line as well.
There's two different places.
Okay.
Yeah.
6th grade was a week or two ago for me. So I don't know, but it's a great weekend. The idea is to take students who are going to be leaders next year. So if you're going to be the head of one of the school club activities, it'd be a great training ground for that.
So aiming for probably more sophomores and juniors with the expectation that they carry the leadership tactics they learn into the coming years.
You got it. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So, and it's coming up at the 22nd, I think, of the weekend of the 22nd.
Okay.
So of April.
You might have already said, was there a deadline for people to
I think it's the end of the month. Yeah, it's
Okay.
coming up real fast. So
Okay.
1st of March or 1st of April
Okay.
timeline. If you're a little later, give me a call or give Rotary and
Sure.
we'll see what we can do.
Sure.
But there'll be about 125 students from as many as 20 different schools. Wow. It's a great weekend.
A few.
Yeah.
A few.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I understand once in a while they actually get to sleep, but
Right.
once in a while.
Sure. Some point over those couple days.
Yeah. Lots of talking.
After they pass out, or
Yeah.
like.
After they've done zip lines and all this other kind of stuff. They'll eventually.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, and now we're going to head back to Optimus. You guys just wanted to kind of recap some of the events you guys have been going on that have recently concluded. So tell us just about some of those various events.
Well, we've got, we help out with the Friendly Forest, which is a friendly for little kids trick-or-treating program. And that's done with the Independence Township Parks and Recreation,
seniors,
and seniors. We also do a field day for SCAMP and a field day for Renaissance High School.
Which is coming up.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
And we also do student recognition for each school in the area. And we helped out with the Kids Speak Out, but there are tons of programs that we're involved in. Like she's involved with the
Writers group at the library.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
So,
so there's a lot of little things that we're
Sure.
involved in throughout the community.
I know
But those are the
our
big ones.
producer of the show, Alan, I know he's also pretty involved in, I believe, the Writers Club.
yeah. Yeah. Actually, when it was created, I was actually part of it. And then once I aged out, I was like, well, maybe I can help out. So
There you go.
I became a mentor.
Sure.
So it's a lot of fun, and you get to see, what kids are writing about,
Yeah.
what interests them. So it's a lot of fun.
All right. And then Jeff, we wanted to head back to you, and you want to talk about, I believe you guys have a wine tasting coming up.
We do, May 10th. It's one of our big fundraisers. This one's at Fountains, and it's all Michigan wines. 6 or 7 different Michigan wineries. It's been interesting. When we first started this, maybe there were a dozen Michigan wineries around, and now there's something in excess of 80 Michigan wineries.
Wow.
But the nice thing about this one is we're under the licensing of Fountains. So after you've tasted it, if you'd like to buy the bottles and take them home, you can do that.
Okay.
So it's, yeah,
Awesome.
May 10th.
Okay. Now, before we wrap up the show, is there any other topics anyone wants to touch base on? Anything like that?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I'd just add a little bit on their oratorical contest. One of the winners of your oratorical contest turned out to be president of Rotary International.
No kidding.
And he is a fantastic speaker. Unbelievable. He later in life became one of the biggest litigators he became an attorney, and then he was one of the biggest litigators in California.
Really?
Wow.
And in between time, he worked his way through college as a showman in Las Vegas. So, He is good. He's really, really good.
So quite the performer.
So if he ever had any stage fright, that's gone now.
There's no evidence. He can cry on cue.
There you go.
Yeah, he's great.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys all for coming by today. And,
Thanks for having
Thanks for
us.
having us.
No problem, no problem. That's all the time we have for Service to the Community. We'll see you guys next time.